Hey, you guys, welcome to 5 Minute Fridays. I'm here in gorgeous Colorado. I just got finished with a retreat that was amazing, and now I'm at my sister in law's house. And so I thought that it was the perfect opportunity for us to talk about water because I live in a southern state and there's plenty of water in the air, not so much here. And so I thought it'd be cool if we talked about the health benefits of water and then what we really need to know about where our water comes from. So, first of all, we know that water is essential for life, right? We cannot live without it. It's critical. But there's more to it than that. So first of all, I wanted to talk about the effects of dehydration, even just mild to moderate dehydration, which most of us walk around at least mildly dehydrated. One is decrease in physical performance. Our muscles just don't work as good. Two, this is really important, a decrease in cognitive performance. Our moods are off. We can't think as clearly. We're not as alert, and it affects our short-term memory. GI dysfunction, that's a no-brainer. Kidney dysfunction. So, our kidneys require fluid to come across them to work properly, to filter properly, to be healthy. If we're even mildly dehydrated, it can disrupt heart function. Definitely increases headache. When I have patients come to me with headaches, the first thing I say is, how much water are you drinking, and let's bump it. And then skin. Y'all, there are some myths about water and skin and all that, but there are studies that show that if you increase your water consumption and you aren't dehydrated, it increases the thickness of your skin, which reduces water loss across your skin, which does improve hydration. I'm a testimony to that because, like I said, it is dry here and my skin has stayed great. It hasn't dried out. Now, I do have great skincare products that help me to retain that moisture, but also I have increased my water consumption. It's made a huge difference for me. So what are the benefits of good hydration? We decrease the risk of kidney stones, and nobody wants those. Decrease urinary tract infection risk, decrease high blood pressure risk, decrease fatal heart attack, blood clots, stroke, and also has been shown to decrease exercise-induced asthma, which is something I struggle with, which makes me want to even bump up my hydration. Okay, so we'll move on just a little bit because a big trend here lately has been alkaline water, and I've jumped on that bandwagon. I'm just going to be honest. But y'all, I did a ton of reading leading up to this, and there's really no evidence to support that other than if the water is naturally alkalinized by running across minerals. There are some health benefits there because of the mineralization. I also think that it tastes better. There's nothing wrong with drinking it. It just probably doesn't have the miracle benefits that some people want to say that it does, because most of it gets changed in your stomach anyway. So just because it's alkaline doesn't make it good. It needs to be a certain kind. Does that make sense? The next thing I wanted to talk about is tap water. You guys, we do have much safer tap water than, third world countries and other places that they don't have regulations. But don't believe that our tap water is completely safe. One thing is we add fluoride to our tap water, and y'all, everything I read said that there's no clinical evidence for this. There's not really any basis for doing it. I know that we did it for our teeth, but actually the evidence shows that that's all topical, and we've got it in our toothpaste. So if you think you need fluoride for your teeth, you're getting it in your toothpaste, okay? There's no evidence that shows that ingesting it improves anything, and there are some studies that show harmful effects of fluoride, such as reduced or decreasing cognitive ability, hypothyroidism, actually dental and skeletal fluorosis, which is a brittleness, and enzyme and electrolyte derangement, and even cancer. And so there's been a big outcry, and probably justifiably so, to take another look at that and remove that daily recommendation of ingested fluoride from those recommendations and take it out of our water system. And then also even though that our water is supposedly controlled, there has been tons of lead, a pesticide called atrazine, that's an endocrine disruptor found in our tap water, chlorine byproducts, arsenic, nitrates, vinyl chloride, perchlorate, and then also pharmaceuticals, because people, we're taking a lot of drugs, y'all. So is tap water safer than no water? Yes. If the only water you can drink is tap water, then by all means drink it. If not, a water filtration system is the best way to go. That way we're not using a bunch of plastic bottles that hurt our environment. But we're doing something that's safer. And I'll post some options for water filtration on here just to give you some guidance on that of what I read and came across. And then lastly, I went over a little bit again, but lastly, there's no clear guidelines about how much water we should drink. So the good rule of thumb is take your body weight in pounds, divide it by 2, and then that is how many ounces of water you should drink a day. Obviously, if you exercise, you're in a hot climate, you're in a dry climate, you should increase that. It's hard to get water intoxication, although you can do it. But as long as your kidneys are working well, probably you're not going to overdo it, and they'll take care of eliminating what you don't need. I hope you found this helpful. Ask me any questions that you want.